Hi, my name is Ms. Spencer, and welcome to Module 5, Day 1. Today, you will need a notebook, pen or pencil, and worksheets that your teacher has provided. The quote for this module is, "Only if we understand can we care. Only if we care will we help. Only if we help shall we be saved." Jane Goodall. Let's get started. Today's agenda is goals and overview, vocabulary, reading Nature Preserves and watching Planet Home, then sharing out our new learning. The essential question for this module is, how can caring for the earth and its living things improve life now and in the future? Today's learning mindset is setting goals. I have a plan. Here are the goals for today's lesson. To share information and ideas about a topic under discussion, to ask relevant questions to clarify information, to recognize characteristics of persuasive text, and to answer questions using multi-word responses. Let's do some pre-thinking. Make sure you have your notebook out. Write your name and today's date and the session name, Module 5, Day 1. Answer this question. What do you know about ways to care for the earth and why it is important to do so? Pause the video to complete this task. Let's do some more pre-thinking work by watching the video Planet Home. Pay very close attention.
We've only got one home in this great universe, and it's planet Earth. Sorry guys, Mars is out. It's cold, covered in deserts, and has almost no atmosphere. Without a spacesuit, you'd run out of breath in just a couple of minutes. For a very long time, we humans have shared our planet with all sorts of weird and wonderful plants and animals. We couldn't have done it without the bountiful natural resources this planet provides. Things like trees, water, and fresh air. Along the way, we've cooked up countless inventions to make life easier for ourselves. Try reaching the top of the Empire State Building without elevators, or carrying fresh water without plastic bottles. Unfortunately, all this stuff we're making uses up valuable natural resources and imperils the living creatures that share our planet. Yep, that means us. For instance, all those bottles, bags, and other junk we throw away have to go somewhere. Plastic trash makes its way from the street into a sewer and travels all the way to the ocean. There's now a big patch of plastic waste floating in the North Pacific Ocean known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And by patch, we're talking 270,000 square miles of debris and pollution. That's about the size of Texas. What's worse, plastic is super tough. It can take hundreds of years for a plastic bottle to rot away. Many species of marine life have become endangered from getting caught in trash or eating tiny pieces of plastic that look like food. We can all help by using less plastic and making sure we recycle the plastic we do use. You wouldn't want to contaminate your bedroom with plastic bags and bottles, would you? Every single piece of plastic that has ever been created is still on this planet and won't be going anywhere anytime soon. If we all do our part to reuse and recycle what we've already got, we can reduce the impact of plastic on the environment. Let's treat our only home with the respect it deserves. What do you do to help care for the environment?
Now it's time for independent work. Using your notebook or drawing the knowledge map on paper, write down your ideas about what it means to protect resources and use fewer resources. At the end of each week, we will be adding information about the topic. Pause the video in order to complete this task. Now let's share out what we know about protecting resources and using fewer resources with a new partner or with a family member at home. Pause the video in order to complete this activity. Here is the vocabulary protocol for today's lesson. The teacher will say the vocabulary word once and clap it out. The student will say the vocabulary word once and clap it out. Then the student and teacher will read the definition out loud together. Let's get started with some new vocabulary. The first word is contaminate. Your turn. Let's read the definition together. To contaminate something is to add a harmful substance to it. Pause the video to read the example. Our next word is benevolent. Your turn. Awesome. Let's read the definition together. A benevolent person or thing is kind. Pause the video to take a closer look at the example. Our next word is imperil. Your turn. Great. Let's read the definition together. To imperil someone or something is to put it in danger. Pause the video in order to take a closer look at the example. Our next word is endangered. Your turn. Perfect. Let's read the definition together. To be endangered is to be at risk of great harm or death. Pause the video to take a closer look at the example. Awesome job so far. It's time for a brain break. Pause the video in order to get a drink of water or stretch your legs. Here are the reading goals for today. To recognize the central idea of a text with supporting evidence, to discuss specific ideas in the text that are important to the meaning, and to answer questions to demonstrate understanding of newly acquired vocabulary. Here's an important instructional vocabulary term. Central idea. A main or central idea is what a paragraph or entire text is mostly about. Sometimes the central idea is stated directly. Other times, readers have to infer or figure out the central idea for themselves. Pause the video in order to take a closer look at the central idea poster. Let's preview the title, headings, and images on this page. What do you expect to learn from reading the selection? Take a minute to pause the video and take a closer look at the title, headings, and pictures on this page. Now let's consider the essential question. How can caring for the earth and its living things improve life now and in the future? Work with a partner to reread the text and find examples to answer the questions. Pause the video in order to complete this task. Now let's share out our answers with a new partner or with a family member at home. Pause the video in order to complete this activity. Awesome job today. Let's wrap up this lesson. Let's reflect on our learning by sharing how we used our understanding of central idea during our independent work time. Pause the video in order to jot down some ideas. Thank you for learning with me today. If you would like to continue learning together, click the link in the description to find more videos where we can continue this learning. Have a great day and hope to see you soon.